Autobots, transform!
What is up, Transformers family? Welcome to another episode of George Reviews. More like a Transformers discussion video, because my reviews aren't really reviews. I've been noticing that lately as I've been watching them back. They're not the standard review where people be like, it's Netflix, Megatron, go check it out, articulation and Spider-Man, and get your toy, be back, and then that's the end of the review. Like this is more episodic stories, I think. Anyway, in front of us is Netflix and chill Transformers Megatron from Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. It is the cartoon accurate, or we don't say cartoon anymore, it's the animation accurate version of Megatron. And I bought this before they actually launched the cartoon, and I purchased this figure because I thought it looked better than this figure right here. Yeah, I ignored the standard review formula where you have the big build up and bring out the comparison. I'm going to go ahead and do it before it even comes out of the box, because I saw it, the gunmetal. This always seemed a little kiddie. And I was always, when I got this, I was a little, I mean, it was Megatron, but it was, and then like, because of the paint work, the little molded in detail looked really cheap. I mean, this is the same figure, but the paint makes it look a lot different. And we're going to get inside of the box and check it out. But first, we're going to check out this box. It's kind of big where my camera's sitting on a tripod. So lift it up a little bit. Megatron is in the window box packaging. He comes with 2 Battle Masters that I don't need. And spoiler alert, that I didn't see in the Netflix animated series either. Swing it to the side. There is the Netflix Megatron. Everybody cried about his lips in the series, but hey, it looks normal to me. And that's 2 jokes in one. And it actually looked better right here than in the animated series. The giant spray painted on Decepticon logo right there, that actually looks pretty cool. Back of the box, Cybertronian glyph thing, like you know what, that's a city and a sword through it. I guess that's like the Transformers divided or something. I never peeped that out till I saw it bigger. Wow, that's pretty cool. Megatron, he looks even better right there than in the box. Tank mode, almost look like the lights are on. And the Battle Masters, the side of the box is done in black and white. This is the Netflix style packaging, obviously done in all white for a few figures right now. I had this thing for like 2 months. I'm just now getting to it. And this is going to be more of a comparison than straight up review. And like I already said, most of my reviews are me pretty much telling the story. So let's get to the story. So let's free Megatron from his cardboard and plastic imprisonment. Open up the package. Slide him out there. I almost forgot about the sword. I never use my sword. Matter of fact, what is my sword? Megatron. Sorry about all the noise. He looks way better. Way better. Tell you that right now. It's way better. So here is our Netflix Megatron. This is the second repaint, 3rd issue of this figure. You had the standard, then you had the animation cell version, which I really didn't like. But this version suited me when I saw it. He looks meaner. Yeah, he just looks way meaner. Like I said, we're gonna forego all the drama and get this one out here. Because I'm pretty much just gonna compare these guys and not review. Just that little dark tone makes him look meaner. It makes it look like the sculpt is more bolder. Somebody probably like, it looks the same to me. I guess it is the same. But it just looks bolder. I don't know if it's the paint around the eyes or what. This guy is way more badass. And then come to find out, because I was like, what are the scratches for? But that's like animation accurate. I got this before the Netflix animation aired. Turn him around. He has some paint apps over what becomes his treads in the back. He has a little bit of a wash over his legs. And the plastic here is like a pearlescent plastic. Hope the camera's picking that up. Has a bit of a wash over his arms. A little metallic-y wash. And some over the chest. right here along with the scratches. And just a little bit on the head too. Just makes him look way better. Way better. And the best part about it is now my son gets a Megatron because and then I just noticed this part. Let me get his gun on his arm, the barrel. I just noticed it. One of my complaints, well, not necessarily a complaint, but one of the things I observed and just wasn't thrilled with is that this Megatron plastic was like a brown, where I felt like it should have been black. Oh, dropping this guy. And they've done it in black, so I immediately love this guy better. You can see like the lighter brown and the brown right there, and the all black where he has an extra paint app on the brown. He doesn't have anything over here. And you turn him around and his little rolling wheels are gray, which stand out like a sore thumb. These are gray too, but they're a darker gray. It blends in a lot better. So, and I guess it would come down, like on the backpack too, it comes down to your personal preference on what you like with these figures. But when I saw this one, I was like, yeah. And it was hefty. What was it, like $49.99? But yeah, I grabbed it. I wanted this damn thing. Just like I'm gonna have a Megatron from Cybertron. It's gonna be this one. And man, on this one, this hand was always so loose. Like even from the jump, because it doesn't. This little peg like keeps it from locking, and I don't know why. And it's always kind of bowed out a little bit. It doesn't like snap straight like it should. Like I think it should. But I guess this one, they made this one better. It's a lot tighter. A lot tighter. Yeah, man, this thing looks superb to me. Alright, so real quick, if you haven't gotten one of these guys, this being the third version of the mold released so far that I know of, let's take a look at Megatron's articulation. His head, I believe that's a ball joint in there, and he can look up this far and look down that far because his chest kind of collapsed a little bit, so he can look down a lot. His head will 360, or does it 3? No. Nope, his head, it is a ball joint. I can see it right there, but I don't know, because of the design or the molding of the neck right there, it only turns this far and this far, but that's really all you need. And I want to let you know that I hope that's red paint and not red plastic underneath right here on top. Maybe some red paint from the shoulder application on mine. Coming to his shoulders, you can get his shoulders up this high, which is cool. You get a nice little flying. This Megatron flying over the energy docks. And he has, like, this is transformation, but it might count as a reverse butterfly. We're going to go ahead and throw that in there. I think that's just transformation. His arm 360, we did that. His shoulder bend, his elbow bends this far. And I'm bringing it down, and nothing at the wrist other than the fold up for transformation. My hand, I guess you could pretend like Jeff already cut his hand off. Coming to his waist. Megatron waist will do a full 360. And his legs, the Siege guy's legs are superb. Come out that far, rotates this far forward, then boot some Autobots this far back. Has a swivel at that upper thigh. Has a knee bend, which is awesome, coming in for a landing. Starscream, report. And last but not least, his foot has a nice rocker, so you can get a more wide stance. Dynamic pose. And he can keep both his feet right on the ground. Yeah, this one, I love this one. This one is way better. Just a simple change in paint scheme makes it better, because this was never molded in that well. It should have been like grained in deeper, and it just makes. Get his arm down so I can side by side so you can see what I'm saying. It just makes this one look so cheap. This looks so kiddie. I mean, they are children's toys, and my big ass is buying them, collecting, playing with. But this looks so kiddie compared to this one with a simple change in paint. Way different. Like, I really didn't like the waist, but it really pops the way the light hits the silver paint apps over here. You can see the little lines better. It just seems so washed out on this one. You see what I mean? Decepticon logo's better, even though it's scratched up, this little tiny thing. And I hated the the mud damage. They threw a little bit on the waist, but not like this crap. That was crap. This is way better. Look at that shit. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, this one is hands down the winner. Then you can stop the video. I highly recommend this version. All right, for the people that are not here for the comparison, I'm going to get to the rest of his accessories and stuff. And further inside the box is the little warning labels, instruction booklet. And I don't use instructions. I love the puzzle play. That's what Transformers are. You know, you got to figure it out. So make it fun. Even in the review, I don't try to come across as no super expert. But I wanted to know these guys' name. I guess these guys are captives. I guess they're the same figures that were released earlier, but I guess they get a new repaint because they've been captured. And this is Lionizer and Pinpointer. Yeah, I had to get the book to figure that out. And by the way, this is the instruction booklet. This is what it looks like. To weaponize this guy, if you're just here for this Megatron review, comes with a sword. The G1 came with a sword too. It comes with this big ass sword. Get in his hands. It's the same port as get up, Megatron. It's the same port as his gun and the rest of the figures. Every figure in the Siege Earthrise line can hold this, can wield it. Man, for some reason, like, these figures aren't getting in the frame. My camera focus has changed, but this is the gigantic sword. And you can pose Megatron with this thing. Face me, Autobots. And another Netflix spoiler. He was beating the hell out of Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime was no match for this guy. He didn't even have the sword. Another spoiler, he didn't even transform, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But it looks very cool. This color scheme makes me want to wield it with the sword even more. I didn't even bother with the sword with my other version, but this looks so much more badass. I mean, it really does. Then it has a little port, and you can port it all around. He can store it, carry it, you can put it on his back. And I don't go for all these gimmicks. This is some more modern stuff. I'm stuck in the 80s, obviously, with my name, 80s Transformer fan. But sometimes I give in to the new modern stuff, and you can put it in a lot of places. Oh, that port is loose. Try to see if this was loose. And that one's much tighter. And you can put it right here, sort of like Jetfire had. Spoiler, Netflix series. That's kind of cool. And the Battle Master, Lionizer. I already added the swoosh effect, and if I remember the Transformer. Alright, we rotate the head. I guess this way. And what do we do with the legs? Might have to look at the box. I think we just curl them up like this. And he has yet another sword. And then this is like, they just stuck something in the box unless they do something with the cartoon with this thing. Because he already has this big ass sword. I mean, I guess this gives him blazing sword, flaming sword, fire sword. And I guess I got to turn. Oh, no, it's not back in the heat. And it's like swooshing, which was kind of cool. I would have loved that back in the day. But I mean, it looks cool. I love the fiery red type, the bright orange, and then the translucent pinkish red. I mean, it looks cool. While I'm talking junk, it looks cool actually. So get that guy out of here. I guess, like I said, these are captured Autobots or whatever. And then Pinpointer. I forget what Target Master he came with in the G1. But he looks cool. Has a painted face. I didn't even get a good look at that guy. Red and black plastic. And let's check out this articulation where I got it. There's a ball joint right there. You can do that. 360, not much going on. He's not meant to do much. He moves at the feet. He's hollow out in the legs. He can go wee. And that's about it. Get this guy transformed. So you flip this over. Fold this over. Connect the feet right there. I'm just guessing at this. And I see some peg holes right there. And we peg that in right there. I'm pretty sure these damn arms peg in somewhere. I see a peg right here. They peg in right here. Ha! I'm just surprised how some simple things can be hard. And they hollowed out this part right there. But I guess you can't see because it's upside down. And now he is a gun target master. As if Megatron needs another gun. Maybe some part on the cartoon or something he's lost his gun and grabbed one of these guys, or these guys obeying him or something, I don't know. And here is the gun. And here are the blasts. And I would say it's odd to see Megatron pick up a handgun, but he actually did Optimus Prime in the 86 movie with a regular ass handgun. So I'm not going to keep making fun of Megatron wielding a little simple handgun because it could be deadly. Ask Optimus Prime. And let me see if the blast effect will fit in the end of his barrel. And that is a yes. So he's got this. And he has this. Die, Autobot! Alright, let me rewind to this little guy, Lionizer, and transform him back, because I really didn't take a look. I just jumped right into it because, like I said, I don't care about these little things, but somebody watching this might be watching it just for this and be like, hey, he skipped right past that damn part. But here is Lionizer in his lion mode. The head is, I'm assuming, just painted over silver. I doubt if they use silver plastic, and if they did, I doubt it looks this good. He has blue eyes molded in teeth, some vents on the side of his face, some little whiskers molded in right there. Looks pretty cool. I'm guessing this little bit is supposed to be the mane. The legs only move at the shoulder parts. They completely 360 on those ball joints. Probably could pop them off and swap them out with other figures. And the tail is a sword and a gun. I forgot it's a gun as well. Right there. So he can be just a Target Master gun and not just a sword. I guess you got to put it in this position. And there you have a gun. The translucent part is amazing. I love translucent parts. Oh, it's translucent orange, as a matter of fact. Because there's a little piece and it's just sprayed over. So there's Lionizer, and again, this little guy is pretty cool. So on to Megatron and his transformation. And if you're watching this review for the transformation, prepare for disappointment. Because the other one, I transformed a couple times. I did practice it for the video. So here we go. I know the feet, this little part collapsed in the feet. Man, that thing is stiff. All right, got that in here. The hands collapsed into here. Do I need to take the barrel off at this point? I'm going to just take it off anyway to get out of my way. I don't know if I need to take that off. Oops. I don't know if I need to take that off, but I'm taking it off anyway. I know the arms pop out. Boom. I'll pop out arm. Okay, there we go. I don't think the head no, it doesn't like tuck in there. I think it just stoops down a little bit like that. Okay, yeah. I want to say we rotate the waist. Yeah, because this is going to be the bottom. The legs open up. It goes sideways and collapse. If I did it right. Wait. Okay. It goes in here like this. Alright, I think that's it. And then you lock that up. I think. Maybe. Mostly. Yeah, and then like there's a notch right here. And it goes in this little port right in there, if you can see it. And now that's correct. Now let's see if I can do it again. I bet you I can't. Open that up. Swivel this out cowboy style. Collapse this in here. And close this up. And I got to get it in that little notch. I'm pretty sure I'm doing it sort of kind of wrong, but we still getting there just the same. And there he is. So unfold this part. And now this is the top of the tank. Let's get his arms out of the way. Open up the treads that just hang out on his back. And I know this folds down. I think I'm getting ahead of myself, but these little tabs right here and here. Oh no, this little tab right here ports into right here. So let's see if I can get this down here and in here. Like right there and right there. So this is the front I'm sure something's not right. So I got to get the double up or double over. So this is the basic transformation. Oops. There we go. Alright, just had to use a little bit more force. I lost this part. Came out on me. And rotate these over. So this is the top. Oh, does it lock? Can't remember, everybody, if this is supposed to lock or not. But this is the basic transformation. Yeah. So now, you take the cannon like this and like this, and you connect it together. Once it's connected like this, then you rotate, and it goes one way versus the other. You rotate this around, and it sort of kind of slots in. Then you tab it in right here on the sides of his arm. So I think I could have left it on. And you tab it in on this side. Straighten this part out that I messed up, and there you go. It kind of looks all nice and neat once you get it in there. Not the greatest of tank modes, but it kind of gets a pass because it's Cybertronian. It's not, you can just say, well, it's not an Earth tank. Cybertronian tank, and rolls decent enough. And I was always conflicted about, I think the feet go out a little bit. And he rolls around like this, and again, this is the tank mode. So a little lackluster, it's a little gappy. He has the painted in lights right there. Mine has a little bit of sloppy paint up here. And with this color, it looks better than the Siege one. So speaking of Siege one, let me get them out here right now, so we can do our comparison thing once again. I was playing around to demonstrate something with this one, and you can see it's different because like this is the completed mode, and the articulation in this mode is it spins and do 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 boo 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 boo, and I guess it completely 360s, which is pretty cool. But what it doesn't do is raise up to fire. I guess you can kind of lift it up a little bit like this, or maybe it's meant to do that. I don't know, but you can do that. And I just realized that, I just right now realized that. So maybe you can do that. But what I didn't know you could do that. So what I did is not connect these two pieces, and then I give it a front cannon, reverse cannon, and the sword has a hinge on it. So now you can do it like this. So you have a couple different options, and this is the sword is just slotted in here. I just took it and slid it in there, and it kind of fits this little, his shoulder pieces right there anyway. So it holds on and slots in there, and like I said, you can get a upwards firing motion. And I guess with this one you can, or they maybe intended to go like that, and which is kind of cool too, and it probably would be interesting on a cartoon or the animated series. That's what we say now, but you can do that. And I wanted to show that off before I discovered this. I thought I was clever coming up with this, but I guess not so much, huh? Somebody know, is this on purpose or did I just do this by accident? Oh man, the things that happen in the toy review. All right, before I get Megatron back in robot mode, I want to get a closer look at how the paint apps lay on this figure. Let you see how he is in the vehicle mode, alt mode. That is that. Megatron versus Megatron, head to head. Alright, I got these guys back in there. Robot mode. I guess one final look at these dudes side by side. Which one do you prefer? I know I prefer this one totally over this one. Now I'm going to get him out of the way, and I'm going to size him up and run him down. Here is Megatron next to Earthrise and Siege Astro Train. Here he is with the entire Decepticon Command Corps. I figured why go through each one individually. Gotta get a wide shot for this one. Here he is with Siege Jetfire. A lot of people say in the cartoon that the toy, like after they seen the cartoon, they said the toy was out of scale with the figures, but no, no, no. The cartoon was out of scale. This is how big this guy should be. And here he is with Siege, Ultra Magnus, and Optimus Prime. Okay, my final thoughts on this Megatron. I love it. I love it because as soon as I saw it, I wanted it. Far as already having the mold, I felt like, and still feel like, it's a little bit pricey. And if you are into the Battle Masters, you don't have them, I guess it's cool. But I don't care for these. I actually stuck my neck out and paid more than I wanted to pay just to get this repaint. And actually, I love it. I'm happy I got it. I wish I hadn't paid that much. If you don't have one and you're going to get a Megatron, I recommend this one. I think the Cell Shade one, or Shade Cell version, is harder to get now. And a lot of people went after that when they had a limited Walmart run. I think this also is a Walmart exclusive. But I think this is the best one out of the three repaints of this figure. And not the best value for your buck, obviously. Like I said, unless you really like these figures and you want these figures, I'm not knocking them. They're cool. They're just not for me. I'm like straight off that 80s vibe. But if price was not an issue, I definitely recommend this one over all the versions, in my opinion. Other than that, that's all I got. I want to thank you for joining me for another episode of George Reviews. The reviews where every toy has a story.
Autobots, transform!